Live team, John Wertheim over on the big wall once again. Good to see you, John. What's your scoop of the day?
My scoop of the day, boy, I don't know, you put me on the spot. Within the last half hour, though, Victoria, the province, the state in which Melbourne resides, has closed its borders unless you have an exemption. So you've got to figure the tennis players will be okay to get in. But again, that is an interesting set of circumstances as we begin our tournament. And we were talking about this with Craig Tiley yesterday, that really it's no exaggeration. Every day brings a new twist, a new challenge. And again, now it seems as though Victoria has closed its borders. So that goes to show they are taking this virus very seriously down under, which creates some complications for the tennis universe.
Less than a month to go before the start of the Australian Open. We pick up our highlights today from the match that you just saw. Sofia Kenin, the top seed. Second round play at the WTA 500 level event in Abu Dhabi. Took a 2-0 head-to-head record in her match against Kirsten Flipkens, but Flipkens, Lindsay, going for that upset early.
Yeah, and Flipkens was so aggressive, running around to hit forehand. She was also using her variety so well. And Kenin, these very fast courts, just is still finding her way. She was trying to find her consistency, trying to find that nice mix of aggression, but also a few unforced errors. But this was really unfortunate for Kirsten Flipkens here. This is when I turn my head, Steve.
You can look. Come on. You've seen it before, LD.
No, it's tough. So, obviously, Kenin serving 5-4, 15 love. And can we just get rid of these sponsor boards at the back of the courts?
Agree. We saw the tarps at the French Open one year, and this is not the first time that a player has gotten injured on some of the on-court equipment. And this is really unfortunate. I mean, this is, what is it, about 6 days before these planes leave for a walk off the court on her own accord.
No, it's great news, but those, I'll tell you, those sponsorship plaques at the bottom are brutal. We've seen it before, like you said, so we'll figure something else out. Got to.
I mean, in this day and age, you can do virtual, signage for a sponsor, something like that. John, I'm interested. Kenin does come out with the win. This year, she's got a new management team. A lot of times we've seen these players that they win a Grand Slam or have a fantastic season. They change their crew, they change their team, they change their management. How do you think that's going to affect Kenin this year?
Yeah, it was funny because this announcement just came out, but she was with this team, GSC, John Tobias and his team also represent Sloane Stephens and the Bryans, among others. She was with them even at the French Open in October. So the announcement came recently, but the change did not. It's going to be an interesting year for Kenin. I think Lindsay raised a really good point yesterday, which is because of the rankings this year, she is defending a title in Melbourne, but she's not really defending all those points the way she would in an ordinary 52-week cycle. And I think that takes some of the pressure off. So there have been some changes in the Kenin camp, no question. A win today, you wouldn't call it a nice win, not the way any player wants to advance, but she's got 2 wins in her ledger already in 2021.
Just 6 of 24 points on her first serve. She won in that first set, turned it around 15 of 18 in the second set. Does get the win, gets Yulia Putintseva next. Meantime, another American in action today. That would be Bernarda Pera, coming off a big upset of Donna Vekic in the first round, taking on Sara Sorribes-Tormo. Paul, this was the longest match of the year thus far.
I'll tell you what, over 3 hours, just under 3.5 hours. But Bernarda Pera did such a nice job the first set, getting that under her belt. But to the credit of Sorribes-Tormo, she went nowhere, did a really nice job, second and third sets, kept that service percentage up there nice and high, over 70%. I think that freed up some of the ability to stay offensive and to try to get tempo and try to get the lead and be proactive throughout that. But after that second set, she looked more comfortable, and right here on match point, closes it out. So a tough one for Pera.
14 double faults in this one. Sara Sorribes-Tormo converting 8 of 20 break points. Had a decent end to last year as well. Lindsay, take a look at the order of play tomorrow here on Tennis Channel. I know you're excited about that last match.
Yeah, I am. It was just in the Western and Southern Open right before the U.S. Open. Sakkari beat Gauff, only lost 4 games. And Coco Gauff coming into a new season, wanting to get her confidence going early on. I have a feeling she's going to bring a different level of game to that matchup. We'll have it here on TC Live. TC.
And then we'll have the highlights on TC Live.
Perfect.
Better
That's good
for
combo.
TC Live.
I like the combo.
We got you covered.